Alright, you guys, so today I'm going to be doing an analysis on a statue of Hercules. So, a little bit of general information. The name and title of the artwork is called The Marble Statue of a Youthful Hercules. The artist is unknown, but in that Met article, it talks about how it may have been under construction under Emperor Nero. So, yeah, something to note. Obviously, under the culture of a Roman Empire. Some detailed description of the artwork. Before I get into that, I do want to note that there were some restorations made in the early 17th century. Just to note that a few had a neck, right arm, shoulder, left arm and shoulder, right leg, a left leg, tree trunk, all that good stuff. So the size, it stands about 97 and 3/16 inches tall. It's a little over 8 feet. The shape is obviously of a human. The medium is carved out of marble. The color, it comes out as a light bronze in the picture, but usually with marble sculptures, it's usually like a white or a light bluish color as the final product. So just something to note. What's being depicted is Hercules is posted up on a tree trunk with a club in his right hand, posted up behind his back, and appears to be some type of animal remains on his left forearm, just hanging over his hand, or his forearm, sorry. And if you were to zoom in on his left hand, you're able to see some type of, I don't know if it's a fruit or just an object, but there's something in his hand that you can see. It's just something to note. I also want to know how lean he looks in his abs. You're able to see his abductor, or not his abductor, his obliques really good, and he has a pretty decent muscle insertions, which tells us two things. It tells us that people back in the day, they're on pretty strict diets to keep that much muscle mass and be at that low body fat percentage. You're gonna need a strict diet to do that. And it also tells us that people back in the day were pretty fit. You know, Hercules wasn't back there in the day being able to sculpture. Artists weren't able to sculpt him out back in the day because he wasn't there. So obviously they had to go off of somebody else. So yeah, it tells us that there are some pretty fit people back in the day. What emotion, feeling, mood does this artwork evoke? Me personally, I found it empowering because as knowing that this is a young male, it gives me the hope for the future that I can one day attain this physique. Hopefully. So, yeah. It gives me the sense of action to get up and start working out and just better myself. How does this represent the culture at the time of its creation? So the Romans pretty much looked up to Hercules as a god. In this article that I found called the Imperium Cranium website, there are many reasons why the Romans looked up to him. One of the reasons why is because they saw him as a guardian of the people, guardian of property, guardian of entrances, guardian of travelers, guardian of traders, stuff like that. And a lot of Roman leaders and politicians looked up to him. Just to name a few, Pompey the Great, Emperor Commodus, Mark Antony, they all refer to Hercules in a good way, and they use his name for the benefit of themselves. Three detailed questions that I would like to know is, why is he naked? You know, that's obviously a big question as to why the sculpture is there. Why did they choose that pose? A very heroic pose. And why did they choose a younger version of Hercules? You know, why not a older version? You know, what would be the difference between the younger and the older one? So yeah, thank you for watching.